always asking myself, what is London Real, to be honest? And I've been asking myself every year for the last 5 years. We're coming up on 5 years in October. And I'm also asking, what is the Academy? And like, what are we really trying to get people to do? And what are we trying to get people to accomplish? And so 14 months ago, we started this. It was April 18th. I remember Dre was there. He cooked up this WordPress site, and in 14 days, we set it live. I remember we went and had steaks, because that's what bankers do. They go out for steaks, right? And old habits die hard. And so we went out and we celebrated this thing, and we didn't know what we wanted to build, but we knew all of you people wanted to connect, and if we hadn't have built it, you wouldn't have met each other, so we did something right. And we knew that people wanted more, and so I remember we brainstormed. We were like, okay, what can we do? We can stream episodes live. Yeah, let's do that. We can do premium content like the courses, like Eubank at the Summit meeting, Pena at the Ritz. We can have special content like Success Secrets. It's only for Academy members. It has to be social. We knew we wanted people's real names, so we said we'd have to have a social login. This is literally, we have Post-it notes on the wall in the studio where we brainstorm this. They're still up. And we wanted to have a social network. We wanted to have meetups, like where people could see each other, touch each other. We wanted to have live calls where we could have like mastermind calls, which we do. And we were trying to figure it out, and I think we got a lot of it right, but to be honest, I think we got some things wrong. And so every month we've had these focus groups. We actually had them every week, didn't we, Dre, for like the first 8 weeks. Every week we did this. And so we'd go all week long, and I'd be like 2 episodes, and I'd prepare and stress, and then we'd be working on the Academy, and then all you lot would come over to our house, right? You'd use our bathroom, and then at the end, we would say, what can we improve? And everyone would raise their hand, and it's amazing how, and I'd say, give us your worst. And Julian would write all this stuff on a whiteboard, and they'd be like, okay, your site is slow. Oh, okay, and then you're this, and they would just rip us apart. Remember that, Trey? And it was just like the end to a beautiful week, you know? But I think that's the only way you can get better, is just to get constructive criticism. And every time I get off the stage, when I get off a live call, I immediately look and I'm like, how was it? No. What did I do wrong? What could have been better? So we're always trying to improve. And so we've been working for the last 6 months just to try to make the Academy better, to make the experience better. I don't know if some of you remember, we sent out a big survey like about 4 or 5 months ago. I call it a deep dive survey, and I said, what's the biggest challenge you're currently facing? Did anybody fill that out? We had, you did, yeah? We had 800 people fill that out, and we went really deep, and we said, what's the biggest challenge you're facing? Is it business? Is it person? Is it spiritual? Is it physical? Is it relationships? We thought we knew what you wanted, but we figured out we didn't know. And so all these answers came back. I'm telling you, and some of you guys, it's like Hemingway. It's like, writing it all out there. By the way, can you hear me okay? Yeah? Okay. And so we read every single one of these things, and we were right about some of it. Some people wanted to start businesses, and they didn't know how. Some people didn't have an idea, and they wanted to figure out how to find an idea. We were like, okay, we got that. We got the Business Accelerator program. Then some people were like, my fitness, I want to change that up. But then some people said they didn't know where to start. Like, I don't even know how to start to get anything done in my life. And we were like, oh, okay, we didn't know that that might be one. Some people said my health is bad. Not just my fitness, but like I'm having health problems. Some people said, I don't know how to connect with people. Like I just don't even know how. And I'm like, you're in the damn Academy, and they still don't know how to actually start that connection. And so we listened to all of these things, and we decided to try to create something that engineers them to be fixed, to really become solved in the best way we can. Because right now you get on the Academy and you come on and it's great, and you hopefully post a video, you get on the Facebook group, you watch an inspiring class, you get on one of the live calls, but sometimes they're and then what, Brian? And so I honestly have not been very impressed with myself, and so we've been just trying to build this piece until we got it right. And I think we have it right, and I'd like to tell you about it tonight. Would you like to see it? Yes. Okay, cool. This is what we call the new Academy, and by being here tonight, you are all welcome to try this for the next 4 weeks. As in tech, they would call this a beta run, all right? And so I think as we speak right now, Julian has sent you all an email if you were here tonight, and you can opt in on that choice to be a beta run. It's going to be for 4 weeks, all right? We went through all of those survey results to 800 people and read everything they were saying. And again, half of it we knew and half of it we didn't know. And if you're a business people or even in relationships, you've got to do these surveys because it's just not what you think sometimes. It's like you tell someone what you think they're all about, and they're like, no, I'm about this. And you finally realize. And so we came up with 2 parallel channels that we want to take people on when they come into the Academy. And also, anyone in the academy can join at any time. One is the body and mind. We've always known at London Real that the body and mind are super important. They're connected. When we don't take care of one, the other feels it, and vice versa, right? In the city, I was training all the time. I was rolling in jiu-jitsu. I was a purple belt. I was Muay Thai. In the day, I was like making money, but I left the mind. It was not connected. It wasn't spiritual. It wasn't having quiet time during meditation. And so we know these two are important. And so the body and mind channel puts you through these challenges that just challenge you for 7 days at a time in ways mentally and physically. And again, I don't want this to be some insurmountable thing. I want you to spend 5 minutes a day and put into a practice that you might normally have never done before. And I want to get to that in just a second. The other thing we heard is that people don't know how to create or how to connect. They don't know where to start. And that's the biggest thing. People just didn't know what to do. And they got inspiration, but then they were like, now I'm stuck. And so that's what we call create and connect. And it's a way for us, all of us, to create things we're passionate about and then to actually connect with each other. Because you're going to have an amazing connection here with people tonight, and we're going to go out, we're going to have drinks, we're going to get to know each other really well. And in 4 weeks, you might be like, I think I went to that focus group, and I think I met that guy, and it might be over. So it's our job to make sure that doesn't happen. And so we've come up with these two parallel channels, and here's a little bit more about both of them. Each one has a 4-week cycle. And the body and mind goes in for 4 weeks, and the create and connect does as well. The create and connect is actually 4 parts of that cycle, and then it starts again, all right? And the body and mind are 7-day periods. They just go 7 days. And the whole idea there is to introduce you to new practices in your mind and body that you maybe read about, or maybe you did 2 years ago, but you just never carried through. And the idea is that we're all doing it at the same time. So, and you'll see some of these ideas, and here's some of the ones with body and mind. If you choose one to do it, there's people that are doing it with you. And so we're all there as a tribe, just checking up on each other and just seeing what we're doing. And I want this to be low-hanging fruit, okay? I know that I can't ask you to do an hour a day new on your practice. It's just not going to happen. And so we're going to start these off very doable, but on lessons that I've learned from some of the greatest guests here. And these are real practical things that they do. Anyone notice Jocko Willink, okay? I'm not asking you to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, but an hour early is one change. 1 minute ice cold shower every day. No alcohol for 7 days. Meditate 10 minutes every day using an app. 3 affirmations and say them out loud. I say 12 affirmations out loud every day as I walk to the tube. It's changed my life. Mimi and Alex, big on affirmations. Dan Pena, 71-year-old man, taught me this, right? Not some new age person. This was Grandpa Pena. So these are simple. Don't eat sugar, right? I have a pretty strict diet, but every now and then I have a little sugar. And this is just 7 days, okay? These aren't long-term pieces. And the reason we're doing this is to see if we can introduce these into your life, and then you're going to pick the ones that work for you, and you're going to leave the other ones behind. You might find that the active meditation for 7 days is too much. You might find cold showers, they get old after a while. Or you might be like, wow, wait a second, I feel really good. Just like if I just trained, just like if I just slept. And so we're going to start off with these 8s, and actually we'd like to crowdsource the rest from you. If you have an idea, I just want it so it's doable. I want people to have a win, something they can do for 7 days. They can post a picture every day, bam, 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 I'm in. I just did something, I accomplished something. Wow, I did something. Wait a second. I was able to control my mind for a week. Okay, maybe I can do something else. So this is the Body and Mind series. Again, if you want to opt in tonight, then there'll be 4 of these. Nice and simple. Okay, if you make it through, great, as you should. If you don't, let us know. I screwed up day 5, had some ice cream, maybe next time. And you can choose the ones that you want to do. And these can get slightly more complicated, but I don't want to overdo it right now. And again, these are really just to introduce new practices, and all of our guests do these things. Tim Ferriss talked about replacing coffee with tea. Now I drink pu'er tea in the morning. It's changed my game, quite honestly. If you come to the studio, you'll see a nasty, dark, purple thing of tea, right? What do you call it? Addict's tea. That's what Louise says to me. Yes, I am an addict, a tea addict. And so that's what we do at the studio. Second part is what we call create and connect. And this is something, again, we didn't make up. We listen to you, all right? We listen to all of these pieces. And a lot of people don't know how to create. They don't know how to connect. And so what we're going to do is every week, we're going to ask you to create something and then connect. And again, I want a simple way to do it. This shouldn't take you more than 15 minutes twice a week. And I just want it to be doable. I want everyone to be like, yep, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. You start spreading your wings a little bit. Now you want to do something bigger, you can do something bigger. But the whole idea is just to keep this process happening and to be it for a way for us to connect with each other. And this has a 4-week cycle, and we're doing this for a reason. The first one is discover, then it goes into design, then into dare, and then to develop. And then we go back into discover mode. And again, it goes back to what I said tonight. Look, we're about love, we're about respect, we're about vulnerability, all important, but then it's action and accountability. And so many people, they start and then they don't finish, right? We procrastinate, we had all these intentions, but no one was watching us. That's why we have this cycle. So every 4 weeks, you're looking back to see what you did, we're looking forward to see what we're gonna do. And so it's a way that we can get this on track. And again, we thought about doing 10-week cycles, we thought about doing 20-week cycles, but it's just easy to drop off. Oh yeah, that London Real thing, I did 3 weeks, then I stopped. No, this, you do 4 weeks, you fall off week 2, come back in 2 weeks. Let's create something else. Can be small, can be big. So let's talk about discover. Simple, again, I'm back to video. Yes, I love it, my phone's in my jacket. A 60-second video I want you to create and talk about something you're passionate about. It's just that simple. It could be a new physical practice you just found out about. I just saw a lizard walk and I love doing it. It could be a book you just read. It could be the fact that I want to dedicate myself to being a father. It could be the fact that I don't know what I'm doing right now. It could be the fact that I'm going to run a business from abroad. And this is what I'm going to do, a new business idea, just something for 60 seconds that you're passionate about. Again, so many people don't know where to start. Don't know where to start. You might not know where to start. I guarantee you do a few cycles of this, you're going to start to get feedback. You, wait a second, I just talked for 60 seconds. I'm pretty good at this. I must like this, or I must not like this. So 60-second video, again, very doable. Create that. The next piece is you connect, you go to 3 other Academy members and you give them real comments about it. Like, I'm not feeling that. Fran, you're gonna go broke. Dude, go back to the city. You know, whatever. Or, you know, that's a bad business idea. Or tell you what, I know how you can make money. Watch Chase Jarvis. There's gonna be some constructive criticism with respect and love, or I'll kick your ass out, right? So that's the discover phase. Simple, doable. You could do this tonight on your way home, easily. And it's boom. And we're all going through these cycles together. And after this 4 weeks, I know the rest of the Academy is going to be like, I want to get in. And so everyone's going to join us and go through these cycles. And again, what's the why on all this stuff? Why are we doing this? Danny keeps jumping ahead. I like it. Okay, why are we discovering? Because again, people said, I don't know where to start. So why not talk about something you're passionate about? You know, I was passionate about broadcasting. That's why I did it. So let's follow those passions, however small they are. Just like the guys on the Business Accelerator. I said, vlog about whatever you want. It doesn't have to be your business. Just talk about something. So that's why we're doing this. Second part is the design phase. And this is where I just want you to ask 3 things. What do you want to do? What do you want to be? What do you want to feel? Just simple. The do can be career business. It doesn't have to focus on it, but it's something to think of. What do I want to do? What do you want to be? My body, my health. You know, what do I want to be? And finally, what do you want to feel? What are those things that you want to accomplish in life? Do you want to be a father? Do you want to go travel and forget about, you know, your day-to-day job here? Do you want to broadcast yourself? You know, what do you want to experience? And just put those down. It could be very simple questions. It could be simple answers. And, you know, it could be like, in 90 days, I want to go to Dubai. In 90 days, I want to be able to do a movement practice without losing my breath. You know, in 90 days, I want to be able to do a 30-second pitch of my business to any stranger, anything like that. And so that's what we do. We do these things. And we connect by helping an Academy member. And I believe this is the best way to connect. A lot of times we're like, okay, where's my help here? But when you actually go out of your way and say, okay, I know something about this. Can I connect you? I know something about health. I know something about my career. Can I help you? That's really how bonds are formed. And they always say, if you want to learn something, what do? You teach it. If you want to get help, what you do is you help someone. And if you want to find a mentor, you know what you do? You mentor someone. That's actually how this all happens. How did I find my mentor? I started sharing all my knowledge with people. And guess who shows up at my doorstep? Dan Pena, right? For my sins. So that is the idea here. Very simple, design phase. Again, you can do this in 15 minutes. You know, 15 minutes to create, 15 minutes to connect. Again, I just want these quick wins. I know you're busy. I know Facebook is a social network that's a little bit better than ours, okay? I know you're busy. Okay, I know you got kids, I know you got family, but I know you can do this. And again, if I can get you to do this regularly, imagine where you're going to be in 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. Yeah, incredibly far. Third phase, 2 more here. Dare. Okay, we've been talking about comfort zone all the time. All right, we just need to dare a bit. And again, this is part 3 in the cycle. If you miss this, you screw it up, you don't dare big enough, it's coming around again. It's okay. So pick a challenge that scares you. It could be something big, it could be something small. It could be a public speech. It could be jumping out of a plane. I think Julian Bales is jumping out of a plane tomorrow. So I don't know what to say about that. But that's good. He's daring, you know. Reach out to a mentor that you think might say no. But just go ahead and do that dare. And again, you're going to be telling us all about this. And we're all going to have a page where everyone's doing their dare that week. And you might get inspired by someone's dare. You might be like, my big dare is to tell my neighbor to stop putting the trash by the curb, okay? And then someone else's dare is going to be like, my dare is to go on stage and speak publicly for 30 minutes straight. And you'll be like, wow, okay, I got to step my game up. So that's what the dares are all about. And the connect is you ask for help from an Academy member. Again, that's hard for some of us, but it's just the one thing you have to do. So you go to someone and you're like, look, Rue, I know you're at next level game when it comes to abs and body fat. I'm at low level game. Can you just help me a little bit? I know you get asked this all the time, but can you just tell me something? And Rue's gonna be like, dude, abs are built in the kitchen, okay? Stay out of my gym until you get your diet straight. And here's a few things. And you're gonna be like, okay, cool. Thank you, man. And again, the why here, why? You know, find the others. Everything we're doing here is just you gotta take a chance. You gotta do something that scares you a bit. And so that's why we've engineered this in. Without this step, we're not gonna really be doing anything. We're gonna talk about it, we're gonna dream about it, do a video, but without taking that step, it's crucial. So that's the dare stage. And then the last one, it's really about step 4 on the Academy, and that's create accountability. We really need to create this. And so it's a 30-day look back. What did we do? It's a 30-day look forward. What are we gonna do? All right? And so you can just honestly evaluate yourself and say, okay guys, I did it all right. And then someone's gonna be like, well, wait a second, where was your dare? You said you were gonna jump out of a plane. I didn't see the picture. Where's the plane? Okay, yeah, you're right, I didn't. Okay, so next month, we're gonna watch that cycle on you because you didn't do it. So we post it. How did we do? What's the plan for the next 30 days? Again, I'm not looking for you to build a brain. I'm not looking for you to go ahead and quit your job and go all in on a startup. I'm looking for you to dare something. But this is the accountability factor. And again, it always comes with a connection, and it's, again, helping another Academy member with one of their challenges. So again, there's 2 cycles of that help. And so this is the new Academy. This is something, like I said, we've been going back and forth with for at least 6 months. There's Post-it notes all over the studio. But it's because we listened. And I didn't have this knowledge when we started because we started as a guest. But we didn't know what it was really like to be here. But I see people like you come in here, you connect. It's just like, yeah, I love it. I love London Real. And then 6 weeks later, you haven't been back. And it kills me, right? I feel like I've just done a horrible job. And so this is designed to keep people in the flow. And if you miss a week, it's okay, you know, because we're doing it again next week. And we're doing it again next week. And you're going to see me on Twitter. I'm on the No Sugar Challenge this week. And you want to join me? Let's go. Let's rock, okay? I'm on Facebook. Here's this. Here's my veggies. Here's the cake that I just passed up on the street. You know, we're going to do that. The Create and Connect, we're going to be putting out videos. And again, 60 seconds, something you're passionate about. 30 seconds. Let's just do it. Talk about something. I just read this book. Amazing. It's called The 4-Hour Workweek. I don't want to quit my job, but it has me thinking about things I didn't know about. I just read this other book called Your First 100 Million. I don't know. This guy seems like a little capitalistic, but he also seems about changing his game up. Let's see. I just read about this. I did this. And we're going to start doing this, daring, and then that kind of piece. And so this is the new Academy. It's something that we're really proud of, that I'm actually feel very good that this is going to work, but because we were listening to you. And so, as I said, you will all have an email in your inbox. We really want to only accept a limited number of people, but if you're in, then you're in, and I just want to know, who is in? Yeah? Okay. All right.